Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to discuss a new form of business organization, that is partnership. This form of business organization came into existence because of the shortcomings of sole proprietorship business and joint Hindu family business. There are so many shortcomings regarding capital investment, managerial ability, sharing of risk under sole proprietorship as well as under joint Hindu family business. That's why this form of business organization, that is partnership, came into existence. This form of business organization is free from the limitation of capital investment because so many partners are there and every partner invests money. In this way, there is no problem of capital investment, as well as there is good managerial ability among the partners, and risk is also shared among all the partners. In this way, it is a better form of business organization as compared to sole proprietorship and joint Hindu family business. Okay students, now we are going to start this form of business organization. Let's start with the definition. See the definition. Partnership. Partnership is the relation between partners who agree to share profits of a business carried by all or any of them acting for all. Now I will explain you this definition. What is given here? Partnership is a relation between persons. What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of these words? That partnership is a relationship between persons. Persons means partners. Suppose there are three partners, so partnership is a relation between three persons who agree to share profits of a business. It means these partners have done an agreement between themselves that they will share the profits of the business among them. Carried by all. Which profit? The profit which is carried by all. The profit which is earned through the efforts of all or any of them acting for all. It means either the profit earned by all the partners or the profit is earned by any one partner who is working on the behalf of all the partners. Class, it is not compulsory that suppose there are four partners that all will work in the business. It is possible that three are investing their money in the business and one is only working in the business. So in that condition it will be called as profits are earned by one partner but on the behalf of all the partners. So this is the definition of partnership, and this definition is given under Indian Partnership Act 1932. This is the act which governs the partnership business. What is the meaning of governs? It means that whatever rules and regulations are mentioned under Indian Partnership Act 1932, they are mandatory to be followed by every partner, every partnership business as well. Now class, I will tell you one thing more about the partnership, that suppose three partners are working in a partnership firm. So individual these three partners will be called as partners and collectively or jointly they will be called as a firm, and whatever name is given to their partnership business, that will be called as partnership business firm. So is it clear? Individually they are called as partners, jointly they are called as firm, and their firm name is the partnership business name. Okay. Now we are moving to the features of partnership business. First feature is formation. Class, Indian Partnership Act 1932 governs the partnership business. So partnership business will be formed on the basis of the Indian Partnership Act 1932. According to this act, there should be an agreement between the partners. This agreement can be in the written form or in the oral form. But if this agreement is in the written form, then it will be better, because then there will not be any chance of dispute between partners, and all the terms and conditions related to partnership business are mentioned in the agreement, as well as profit sharing ratio is also mentioned in the agreement. Partnership business which is formed, it should be a lawful business. Clear? This is about the formation of partnership business. Second feature is liability. Liability of the partners under partnership business is unlimited. Unlimited means their personal properties can be utilized to pay the debts of the business, and all the partners individually as well as jointly are responsible to pay off the debts. Debts means liabilities. Now, next feature is risk bearing and sharing of profits. In case of partnership business, risk is shared among all the partners, as well as whatever profits are earned or losses are suffered, all will be divided among all the partners in their profit sharing ratio. Next is decision making and control. In case of partnership business, all the partners are having a right to participate in the management of the business. All the decisions are taken after discussing with every partner. So, after discussion, the final decision will be taken. So, students, next feature of partnership is continuity. In case of partnership, partnership will go to end if any of the partner is declared insolvent or bankrupt or died, the partnership will go to end. Clear? Suppose one partner is died. Then if remaining partner want to continue the business, then they have to make a new agreement and they have to sign the new agreement, then only they can continue the business, otherwise firm is dissolved with the death of any of the partner. Next is membership. Partnership business can be started with minimum 2 members and maximum members can be 50 in the partnership business as per Company Miscellaneous Rules 2014. Okay. Next feature of partnership is mutual agency. Partnership business is considered as a mutual agency. What it means? Mutual agency means every partner by his act can bind other partners also. That's why partnership business is considered as a mutual agency. Now I am explaining you this mutual agency in detail. Listen students, every partner is performing two roles in the partnership business. One role of agent and other role of principal. Let us take an example. Suppose there are three partners A, B and C. A is doing any illegal activity. Then according to layman, only A should be responsible for that illegal activity, but in case of partnership business, this is not correct. If A is doing any illegal activity, then by his illegal activity, he will bind B and C also. Here A is binding B and C by his deed, then A will be called as agent in this situation and B and C will be considered as the principal at this time. Suppose B has done any illegal activity, then by his deed B will bind A and C also. So at that point of time B will be called as agent and A and C will be called as principal. In this way, every partner is performing the role of agent as well as principal. It means everyone can bind others also by their activities. This is called as mutual agency feature. Now class, last feature is remaining, that is registration. According to Indian Partnership Act, registration of a partnership firm is not mandatory. But if a partnership firm is registered, then the partners can have a number of advantages. Registration is optional, it is not mandatory. If registration is done, it is beneficial in many ways. So, it is better to get the firm registered. So, here students, your features of partnership business are over. I hope the topic is clear to everyone. Even then, if you have any doubt regarding the partnership business and its features, you can discuss with me. Thank you, class.